Greetings to all of you beautiful minds. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to explore how Bill Gates sees the future of AI. You may ask, why is this important for me? Well, because rich and influenced people will shape our future. And we need to know what skills do we need to have in this future. So come with me in order to find out.
Healthcare workers have a lot on their plates. From filing insurance claims to dealing with paperwork, their time is stretched thin. But what if there was a way to make their jobs easier? Enter artificial intelligence. According to Bill Gates, AI will revolutionize the healthcare industry. In poor countries where access to healthcare is limited, AI will help healthcare workers be more productive. They will be able to perform basic triage, provide advice on how to deal with health problems, and even decide whether treatment is necessary. Efforts are already underway to develop AI-powered ultrasound machines that can be used with minimal training. These machines will be especially important for poor countries where under 5 deaths are prevalent. But AI's potential doesn't stop there. It will also accelerate medical breakthroughs by analyzing large amounts of biological data that humans can't keep track of. Already, software can infer biological pathways, search for targets on pathogens, and design drugs accordingly. And AI can even help subsistence farmers in low-income countries by developing better seeds based on local conditions, advising farmers on the best seeds to plant, and developing drugs and vaccines for livestock. According to Bill Gates, people will need to see evidence that health AIs are beneficial overall, even though they won't be perfect and will make mistakes. AIs have to be tested very carefully and properly regulated, which means it will take longer for them to be adopted than in other areas. But then again, humans make mistakes too. And having no access to medical care is also a problem. As AI continues to evolve and improve, it's clear that the benefits to the healthcare industry will be immense. From making healthcare workers' jobs easier to accelerating medical breakthroughs, the potential for AI to improve global health is limitless. According to Bill Gates, computers haven't had the effect on education that many of us in the industry have hoped. But according to an article by Wired, AI-driven software may finally deliver on the promise of revolutionizing the way people teach and learn. But he thinks in the next 5 to 10 years, AI-driven software will finally deliver on the promise of revolutionizing the way people teach and learn. There have been some good developments, including educational games and online sources of information like Wikipedia, but they haven't had a meaningful effect on any of the measures of students' achievement. According to Bill Gates, it will know your interests and your learning style so it can tailor content that will keep you engaged. It will measure your understanding, notice when you're losing interest, and understand what kind of motivation you respond to. It will give immediate feedback. AIs can assist teachers and administrators, including assessing a student's understanding of a subject and giving advice on career planning. New tools will be created for schools that can afford to buy them, but we need to ensure that they are also created for and available to low-income schools in the US and around the world. AIs will need to be trained on diverse data sets so they are unbiased and reflect the different cultures where they'll be used. And the digital divide will need to be addressed so that students in low-income households do not get left behind. Learning will still depend on great relationships between students and teachers. It will enhance, but never replace, the work that students and teachers do together in the classroom. While there may be concerns about students using AI to write their essays, educators are already discussing ways to adapt to the new technology. It's clear that AI has the potential to revolutionize education, but it will take time, training, and a commitment to equity to make it a reality for all students. Computers have been used in education for years, but have yet to live up to the hype. But, according to an expert in the field, that is all about to change. Experts believe that within the next 5 to 10 years, AI-powered software will be able to tailor content to students' interests and learning styles, measure their understanding, and give immediate feedback. Already, teachers are using tools like ChatGPT to provide comments on their students' writing assignments. Even with the perfect AI technology, learning will still depend on great relationships between students and teachers. New tools will be created for schools that can afford to buy them, but it's crucial that they are also created for and available to low-income schools in the US and around the world. To ensure that AIs are unbiased and reflect the different cultures where they'll be used, they'll need to be trained on diverse data sets. And the digital divide will need to be addressed so that students in low-income households do not get left behind. But with clever integration into the classroom, AI-powered software can enhance the work that students and teachers do together. The future of education may be powered by AI, but it will never replace the importance of human connection in the classroom. Bill Gates said in his letter that artificial intelligence is set to change the world as we know it. There will be an explosion of companies working on new uses of AI as well as ways to improve the technology itself. For example, companies are developing new chips that will provide the massive amounts of processing power needed for artificial intelligence. Ideally, innovative chips will allow you to run an AI on your own device, rather than in the cloud, as you have to do today. On the software side, the algorithms that drive an AI's learning will get better. There will be immense competition on both approaches. No matter what, the subject of AIs will dominate the public discussion for the foreseeable future. I want to suggest 3 principles that should guide that conversation. First, we should try to balance fears about the downsides of AI with its ability to improve people's lives. To make the most of this remarkable new technology, we'll need to both guard against the risks and spread the benefits to as many people as possible. Second, market forces won't naturally produce AI products and services that help the poorest. With reliable funding and the right policies, governments and philanthropy can ensure that AIs are used to reduce inequity. Finally, we should keep in mind that we're only at the beginning of what AI can accomplish. Whatever limitations it has today will be gone before we know it. According to Bill Gates, the age of AI is filled with opportunities and responsibilities. We must establish the rules of the road so that any downsides of artificial intelligence are far outweighed by its benefits, and so that everyone can enjoy those benefits no matter where they live or how much money they have.